Okay. We're going to do an Egyptian reading. Okay. This is the Book of Doors. All right. We have the advantage, or this leopard spirit, or the fire spirit in reverse here. Okay. This is the promise of pleasure and fulfillment, rejuvenation, and joy, the access of the forbidden dimensions. So take it as you will. It's the first one that came out. So someone lost their passion, someone lost their fire, and someone lost their ability to go into the forbidden dimensions. You have no access, whoever this is. Okay? It's going to be a bit. You're going to have to heal, rejuvenate yourself, possibly. Because the promise of pleasure and fulfillment has been taken. Yes. Let me see what else I can read. Possibly an old man. You have aged beyond your years. It's to teach you to be young again. It's to teach you to be humble. Maybe using music. Try using music. Or you're giving birth. It's so dark. Or you're giving birth. Protector, mother, and child. Assume the nature of a warrior god carrying knives to destroy the enemy. I don't know. That's what it says. Duat protected his well and entered into the deceased. Ooh, the keeper of the threshold in verse. I don't know, man. That's not a good sign. Even Haru is forbidden to go there. Yo. It maybe says stop having pleasures of the flesh. Maybe be celibate for a while. That's the best, like, news I can kind of say, I guess, they're saying. Okay. And then we have, what is that? Re-net, which means nourishment or the snake. See the snake there? It is, okay, again with the child. The nurse, she's a nurse. Renanet is the vital link through which the energies are absorbed by the child to sustain the physical life and flowing through breast milk, emphasizing the Milky Way. It is the sacred snake now. It's not a bad snake. It's a good snake. The power of the feminine principle, the energy linking the earth and the heavens, the circle that which encircles around as the type of gestation. All right, so someone's definitely pregnant. The guardians of the earth's wealth, and Renet is giving wealth, generosity, abundantly. So this is the blessing of the mother, okay? Good fortune, wealth, plenty, nourishment of the body and spirit, as long as you do not partake in the pleasures of the flesh, it's saying, because that's in reverse, y'all. And you see how she's pouring life out. That's the Milky Way. That's like mother's milk. And you have the blessing of the snake of the universe, okay? However, this also fell out here. It says this is a warning. This is Eater of the Dead. The monster is lion with the forequarters of a crocodile, the hindquarters of a hippopotamus. It's a destructive and having a voracious appetite. I don't know, maybe you're hungry right now. It's portrayed in the scenes of Haiti, sitting at the fatal corners, waiting wide open mouth for the souls of the dead to fall into. Uh-oh. However, if the deceased has committed no crime and has done no evil against the gods, they proclaim, the devourer admit shall not he permitted to prevail over him. Great danger. The integrity of the Coruscant and is being tried, and courage is needed to overcome this adversity. Okay, I get it. So you're being challenged at this time. Okay, it's a big test. It's a big crossroad, whatever it is. Okay, you need to not partake in the flesh, especially if you're pregnant. It's saying no, don't do that. It's saying focus on your pregnancy if you're pregnant, or focus on mother's milk, or nourishing yourself at this time. Maybe you're sick. I don't know. But the universe is nurturing you. See, the life force is being poured over you at this time. If you do not heed this warning, great danger, it says, great danger. All right, right there, 3 cards. Bam, 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 3 cards. Great danger. If you do not heed this warning, you could end up in his mouth. Yeah, dead. Shit, y'all. Chronos in reverse means your time stops. Ooh, no. All right. Divine ancestors, please come through. What else about this? What is the great danger? What are you trying to say? Let it be all of you and none of me, please. Yep. Can't make it up, y'all. Duat Sokar. What does that look like to you? Yeah, exactly. This is wild, y'all. This is wild. Now, this comes from the Book of the Dead, okay? It is from the God who carries away the soul, who eats the hearts, and who feeds upon the ephiro. The guardian of the darkness, the God in him is the Sakar boat. So, this is the mummified God, okay? The birds and everything, it's all symbolic. It's like the God of the cemetery, basically. So this is somebody, I believe, who is dark, and dark and light is okay. You need to accept your side, okay? Stop making it to be something else. If you're dark, you're dark, okay? You'll find that you'll be more accepted that way because you're owning yourself and being authentic. Doesn't mean you gotta hurt people, but still, all right? To Triune God of Resurrection. If you get through this test, you're going to be tested. Right now, you're tested by the flesh. It says, don't partake. Then let the universe nourish you. Or you're going to deal with the beast. That maybe somebody's going to come into your life who's a beast, okay? And possibly do this to you, okay? It's the darkness. You must embrace the darkness. Just like the Dark Angel I just did with the Lightworkers deck. Embrace the darkness. This is for your growth. To test you. To teach you. To train you. Be strong. You can do this. No, you won't die as long as you do the right thing. But there is danger here. Great danger, it says. Alright? Especially if you're pregnant. Your life and that baby's life, right? The darkness, inertia, in the time of testing. What did I just say? Yet the seed of a new cycle has been planted. Oh, Lord. This has to do with the 4th and the 5th hours of the night, the being dark and the gloomy landscape, filled with monsters waiting to devour the souls of the dead. Yo. Make sure you have an amulet to protect you, or a prayer of some sort. You need to protect yourself at this time, because things are hidden. It's the secret path that you must find in the darkness. The secret path you must find in the darkness of Amenta. It's concealed, yes. It is a hidden door. The traveler through Duat. You must make an offering, it says. Maybe, I don't know, offer things to your ancestors. Show gratitude to the spirit world, especially if you need their help. Like your spirit guides, your ancestors. That's my recommendation. Especially through this dark time, you could use all the help you can get. Right? So like white candle, light it to your grandma, grandpa, say, I love you, I give you light and love. Or even, just some fruit, a cake. Seriously, that works. They like that. Cook their favorite muffin. Put a candle out, say, this is for you, ancestors. That's enough. But it says here, darkness. Embrace the darkness for a seed of a new life. Okay? Now watch out for that beast, y'all. It says great danger because, yes, you're being tested. This is a big test here. Yep. Bam! I can't make this shit up, y'all. And this is the ultimate. See, this means you died. Say the boat, river Styx. No, you're not going to die. But you must do the proper things. Be tested. You're being tested probably on your spiritual knowledge. You're being tested on your character. You're being tested on your merit and integrity. All right? And also, your dedication, you know, your discernment, how strong you are. Geez, just 4 cards, yo. Yeah, Haru is not here, so it has nothing to do with the 3D world or the science and technology, okay? Maybe hold off on the medications, okay? Because he's in reverse. You might want to hold off on the medications if you need to, okay? Akaru in reverse. Kera in reverse. Gebnatsu in the upright. Anir et Wrath in upright. Sobrek in upright. And Nieth in the upright. Now I know this one. If you get through this, you may just be blessed. Or maybe this is you. This is the weaver of the world. This is the goddess of the Egyptians that holds the universe together. See? So maybe you are a key figure within something that you have to persevere. If you don't, things may fall apart. Especially with this dude. Okay? So, yeah, be aware. I'll read it in depth in a minute, but hey. Okay. Tepe una anu un kereth here. Okay? He's one of the 4th couple of primordials that is not easily defined, is not clear. But Kereth means the transmission of energy and the realization of plans. So something has been uncovered. It is the expansion into the phases of materialization. Yes. Or to not to mediate. It is the original state. So this is the original, and the original is seen for what it is, for the elements and the secrets and the attractions of the elements and the matter, and the expression of all the phases of materialization. Transmission of energy. So, gossip maybe, could be air, could be water, could be whatever element it is. Either way, it's a transmission of energy, and things are being seen. Maybe it's in the spiritual, whatever it is. Okay, but something's happening, something's moving. Finally! Yes, okay? This is Gebnut Shu. Gebnut Shu. Okay? Nut is the lady of the heaven, the mistress of the gods, and Nut the great lady who gives birth to the gods. And she is the queen of space. Her body sparkles with the stars and arches over the earth. Personifies the heavens and the sky, which is the sun god that passes daily. That's the sun, I guess. Is believed to rest in the mark of the directions of the cardinal points, separating earth from the heavenly realms, and the sun to shine through the atmosphere, previously in darkness. So like the last one, you get through this darkness, see that's all dark, you will be in the light. Red to black, the separation, incorporating death and corruption, animation of new life, the emerald tablet. Separation is necessary for union, for a higher plane of existence, and the separation and the correlation of the alchemical elements produces the new substance, unlike the original. So this one was, okay, this was things were moving and mixing. And this means that something's coming into fruition. Something's mixing and becoming new. Finally, okay. After being separated from one another, they're coming back together in their own offspring, to come offspring. The family of the sun. Separation is necessary for the independent action. So basically a karmic lesson, I'd say, if you wanted to do that. So separation is needed right now. Or after separation, things are coming back together. To each his own. Okay. Woo! It's about time, y'all. Shit. It's been too stagnant. And you know what? Who's ever playing with freaking time, please stop. Because the Chronos came up over here, and I'm not too happy about people playing with time. This is Sobek. One who reunites and makes pregnant. Damn, imagine that making you pregnant. Woo! That's kind of scary, y'all. Offerings of food. They keep asking for offerings of food of some sort. So light a white candle and do that, okay? It is to represent our own fears and disruptive energies projected onto the outward form. The primordial power, Sarek, embodies the link of the extra-human realms in the reptilian consciousness in the mud and slime of human beings. Oh, man. It happens at the equinox and has to have to do with the sign of the ram, so it's probably an emperor that's feeling this way. And it also has to do with the Gerald Messi, whatever that is. I'll say primordial serpent power once it's uncoiled from her sleep. The root chakra. So again, the root chakra. Yeah, they're all connected here. It says do not play with that. Okay? It says someone's definitely wants to make someone pregnant here, and someone definitely wants to mix their stuff together. All right, but it's the Book of the Dead, destroying the enemies of the deceased in the ceremony that's connected to the embalming of the priests. Okay, a spiritual awakening, enlightenment, the flow of creative energy, magical protection, and the power, even royal power. Okay, see he has the life in his hand there. But look what he has in his other hand. He has like a staff. He too is raining down unks. Just like the female. Maybe this is the male version here. Here, you want to look? Yeah. The male and the female principle. They're both raining down life. Possibly this is a mother and a father. Okay? And this needs to be, they needed to be separated for a time. Here. They needed to be separated for a time. And the feminine one ended up being the weaver of the universe, like holding things together. Or maybe they're just the glue in the family. Either way. You know, you make it fit. But that's what it is. And then Akaru, here in reverse, means room, alert, subterranean. So this is on the surface. It's not hidden. It's not buried. It's on the surface. Okay? It is not in darkness. It is in the light. And the lions are awakened. This is the Sphinx. The twins. The journey that has not been taken yet, or needs to be taken, or just completed. Remembering the past in order to know how to act in the present. Unconscious memories surfacing in the continuum of time. So, I mean, things have stopped. Things are over here. Continuum of time, it's over. Okay? This means an ending of a journey or a beginning of one. Or needs to be. Make it fit. Alright? It's unconscious. This is to teach you. This is to awaken you. It says a spiritual awakening right there. Spiritual awakening. Okay? Spiritual awakening. Okay? To come through the darkness. To go on a journey. To find oneself. After separating from something you once knew. Okay? Something you was comfortable with. And then finally we have the Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, baby. What? Awesome. This is Ta Ener et Reha. Okay? Hey, get this. The king is reunited in the fire of love. The salt of the sacred fire, the secret fire, with his blessed queen. Wow. Awesome. So someone's coming back together. Sweet. And then they wear their crown in the south. It says of the south, and it says the white crown of the south and the red crown of the north. Whatever that means. Symbolizing transmutation. The queen whose womb is sulfur of the wise energies. Sulfur. So someone's burning down there? I don't know. The Philosopher's Stone, the material and spiritual transmutation, the elixir of the gods. Enlightenment, baby! What? The distillation of experience. Success in transformation, whether of spiritual or material nature, after long and arduous discipline. The goal is accomplished and the work is perfected, the magical body of light. Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, and this is discipline. Someone was not disciplined. And maybe someone got pregnant. That's all it was. Sound right? And it's dangerous because maybe you... This really bothers me. This is great danger right here. So just be careful. Once you get past this, okay, because before this happens, you will be nourished. You will be filled up. Spirit will fill you up. The universe will fill you up before this big test. Okay? And this also means to silence. Maybe you should be quiet about your moves. Either way, while you hold it together, quietly, calmly, not making drama, while things start to move behind the scenes for you, okay? Separating you possibly from someone that you don't need. It's black and red, I don't know. It's separation to come back together. Yes. In spiritual awakening, yes. Awesome! Oh my God, yes. Be disciplined, okay? This is the first card. Be disciplined. You must be disciplined. If you do not do this, you may get eaten by that thing. With those 3 monkeys there, yo. With the red butts. Whatever it is. Philosopher's Stone. Spiritual awakening. Bam. Hey, I love it. The magical body of light. I love it. Oh my God, that's such a good reading. All right, 22. Nice. Until next time, God bless.